In this scenario, I'd like to determine the time intervals when my off-road vehicle is communicating with my location at a specified threshold. First, I'm going to do a link budget between my transmitter and receiver. And specifically, I'm looking for a carrier to noise ratio that is above 63. So I'm going to set that as a communications constraint in my transmitter properties. Minimum of 63. Click OK. And now when I refresh my access report or my link budget, I have two different intervals. And now I'd like to display those time intervals down in my timeline view. So I'm going to close my report and I'm going to open the time tool within the access tool. I'm going to use my access object and we're going to look at the constraint intervals. There's only one constraint here, so I'm going to select it and drag it and drop it into the timeline view. Now I can close my access tool, and if I scrub between the times, I'll see when those communications intervals occur. When I was looking at my access report, I noticed that the carrier to noise ratio was better during this interval than this one. So maybe I'd like to graphically display that by a line using different colors. I'll go into my properties of the 3D graphics window and draw a line between my location and the off-road vehicle. And what I'm going to do here is in the display times, instead of manually adding intervals, I'm going to import those time intervals. So I can again use that access object, go into the constraint intervals, and just select my constraint that I set on the transmitter. If I click OK, now it's going to display two intervals for me. Now I'm going to decide which colors to use for the intervals. I selected both of the intervals, and I'm going to change the color for the second interval. Click OK. And as we play through, we can see the two different colors for both of my intervals.